and we can feel groggy, we can feel inflamed in the body. So let's just start to let the joints be loose. Kind of shake the arms and the legs, a nice little bounce, just gently rocking side to side and finding your ease of breath. So just inhaling through the nose and exhaling. You can choose if you want to exhale through the mouth or through the nose. And again, breathing in and breathing out. Good. So just bring your hands together, give them a nice rub, generating some heat in the body. Take a breath in, hold the breath, push one arm up, one arm down, look up to the top hand as you hold your breath, hold it, hold it, hold it. Now look down and exhale. Good. And then again, rub your hands together, give it a nice shake. Generating some heat and energy within your own system, because that's what's always available to us. Take a breath in, and now reach the other arm up, look to the top arm, push the bottom arm down, holding the breath, holding the breath, holding the breath, and then turn and look down at the bottom hand, exhale, and release. Good. Now take your legs wide. You can have a nice soft bend at the knee, and just swing the arms and give yourself a little tap. Little tap, a little tap. So these are some movements that I do right when I get out of bed, just to get my system flowing and waking up. And one more time, and bringing it all the way back to center. Good. All right. So we're going to take the legs and just plant them. We're going to take the arms up with an inhale. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale, exhale. We'll do 4 more. And 1, good. And then just shake it out again. Awesome. All right, so we're going to stand at the mat. Just stand at the end of the mat so you've got the whole mat in front. And we're going to take a breath in, lift the arms up. As you exhale, press down as if you're in a pool of water rising to the surface. And now nod your chin forward. Let the knees soften, scoop your belly to the spine, and just roll down towards your toes. Take a breath, knees are bent, plant your feet, exhale, scoop belly to spine, rolling up. 1 vertebra at a time, head is last. Inhale up. What we call a firm frond breath. As you exhale, rolling forward, all the way. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Let this feel good on your spine. Take another breath in. Exhale, press through your feet, scoop through your belly. That powerful exhale, pulling belly to spine, helps to release tension in our abdomen. Breath in 1 more time. Exhale, arms come down, chin nod forward. Picture each vertebra extending, lifting before it flexes forward. Each individual vertebra in our spine is a separate joint. Take a breath with knees bent. Exhale, scoop belly to spine. Press down into the feet, using your legs to help stand, uncoiling, and up. Now take your arms up. I'll just face you and just reach your arms up, getting that beautiful length from one side of your body over to the other side and reaching, really opening and creating that space, using the breath, inhaling, exhaling, good, and then bring it back to center. Now take your arms, clasp your fingers in front of you, bend the knees, round your back, press your shoulders down, focus more on spreading your shoulder blades apart, and then lift up, reach up, and then draw belly to spine. Just press your pelvis forward, lift your chin, look up towards your fingers, and then come back to center. And again, round your back, clasp your fingers, stretch across your back, draw your shoulder blades, your shoulders down, but widen across your mid-back. Breathe into the space in your back. Lift your arms up Press your pelvis forward, draw belly to spine, lift your chin, raise your eyes, look to your fingers, and bring it all the way down. Yeah. Now coming down to the ground onto hands and knees safely, so just bringing your hands down onto the mat. Tops of your feet are on the floor. And we just want to press the tops of the feet into the floor, draw your shoulder blades down. And then as you press into your hands on the top of your feet, take a breath in and exhale, scoop belly to spine, tuck your tail, draw your nose and navel towards center. Breath in and exhale, coming back to center through neutral. Keep your lower belly pulled in, but let your tailbone tip up towards the ceiling, shoulder blades draw down, pull your sternum forward, roll your eyes up into looking between your eyebrows, take a breath in, and exhale, press into the top of your feet and your hands, scoop through your belly, round your back, head is down, pubic bone and nose drawing towards center. Take another sip of air, exhale, coming back to neutral. Tailbone tips up, shoulders draw down, pull your sternum forward, lift your chin, roll your eyes, take a breath. And then come back to center. And one more time, press into your hands, tucking your tail, breathing in, rolling your eyes up. Take a little sip of air, press into the tops of your feet and your hands, and exhale, tuck your tail, push into the hands, stretch through your spine, your shoulders are down, your shoulder blades are widening, and then walk your hands forward just enough that you can sit back onto your heels and lengthen your arms forward. And breathe right there. Let your chin draw down, forehead towards the mat. Take a breath in and exhale. Now coming back up onto hands and knees, rocking forward. Apply a little pressure of your hands pulling towards your knees so you can feel that activation of your triceps and your lats. Now keep that tension as you pull through the arms to sit back and pull through your arms to come forward. So we're getting some activation now of our core, of our triceps and our lats. So we're rocking back and forth, but we want to have that tension like you're trying to pull the heel of your palms to your knees. So you feel the activation in the back of the upper arm, your mid back in the lats, and your lower abdomen. So keeping that tension, rocking back and rocking forward. If we want to improve our mobility, we have to start with stability. And one more time, keeping that tension through the arms, sitting back, and then rocking forward. Now curl your toes under onto the mat, lift the knees, press your heels down into downward dog. Shoulders are drawn down your back, belly to spine. Take a breath in and exhale. Up onto your toes, bring your knees down onto the mat. Tops of your feet go flat. Sit back onto your heels and walk your hands over to the right. Press your left rib cage laterally to the left and breathe into that space in the side rib. Walking your hands now over to the left. Press your right rib over to the side and breathe into that space. Bringing your hands back to center. Curl your toes under again. Press up. Heels come down. Pressing back, draw your shoulder blades down. Soften your elbows. Take a breath in and exhale. Bend your knees, place the knees down, and come to a seated position. Sitting nice and tall through your spine. If you're more comfortable sitting on a pillow or a bolster, you can certainly do that. We'll bring one arm up, let this elbow and shoulder soften, nice easy side stretch over. Inhale and exhale. Lifting up, just allow your arms to float as if they're just flowing in the wind. And lift up, soft shoulders, easy arms. And again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale over. Beautiful. So we'll turn, so we're sitting lengthwise on the mat with the mat behind you. Hands on your shins, just below your knees. Draw your shoulders down and back. So we always have this sense of open chest, activated back. Open your hips, lift your chest and chin up, breath in. Exhale, belly to spine, scoop and curl, rounding back. Again, inhale, open your hips, shoulder blades draw down and back. You're hugging your heart from behind. Expand through the chest. Breathe in through heart center. And exhale, round your back and scoop. Inhale, lift up and open. Shoulders down and back, throat open. And exhale to round. One more time. Inhale, open your hips. Use your arms, apply the tension against your legs to create the activation of the back. And then round your back, bringing your hands behind your thighs and roll all the way down. Lying on the mat, knees are bent, feet are planted. Bring your arms up, keep your ribs down, heavy to the mat, lengthen your arms overhead. Elbows straight and circle all the way around. Inhale. Nice heavy ribs in the front. Back ribs stay on the mat and circle around. Inhale, arms come up. Heavy ribs as your arms reach overhead. Elbows long. And one more time, arms come up. Overhead, hold them overhead. Turn palms to ceiling. Planting your feet, bring your heels a little closer to the seat so you can really feel your feet anchored to the mat. Taking a breath in, as you exhale, push into your feet, squeeze your glutes, bring your hips up, but keep your ribs heavy. Lift your arms, bring them all the way down to the mat beside you. Broaden your collarbone. Shoulder blades anchored, press your palms into the mat to open your hips a little more by activating through your buttock. Press your knees towards center just to feel that connection through your inner thigh. Taking a breath in, and as you exhale, rolling down through your spine, arms come overhead, and then everything lands to the mat together. Again, let's move your arms with your pelvis now. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, scoop through the belly, squeeze your glutes. Arms press down to the mat. As your hips lift, collarbone broaden. Feel your big toe anchored to the mat as you activate your inner thigh. As if there's a magnet keeping your knees drawn towards each other. Another inhale. And exhale, rolling through your spine, open your throat. Heavy through your ribs. Pelvis releases, arms reach overhead. Inhale, exhale, feet. Big toe presses to the mat. Activate your glutes and open your hips as your knees reach over your toes. Inhale. And exhale to roll all the way down. Now let your pelvis come to the mat, but bring your arms out to a T. So they're out to the sides in the T. Knees and ankles are together. Take your lower body to the left as your right foot comes off the mat. So your knees are moving, your legs are moving as if they're one. Take another breath. Belly to spine, come back to center. Inhale and exhale over to the other side. Allowing the bottoms of your feet to come off the mat, focusing on the length down the left side of your body. Coming back to center with the breath, up and over the other way. Really being in that beautiful awareness of the space and the breath that creates more space down the right side of your body. Breath in. Exhale, belly to spine, come back. And one more time, over to the right. Finding the length, even reaching through the left shoulder, through the left arm, out your fingertips. With the breath, come back to center and all the way. Now, a little core activation, bring your hands to your lower belly. We want to be in what we call a neutral spine. So rather than pushing the low back to the mat, just let your spine relax and be in that natural space. And with your breath, as you exhale, just gently draw your belly to spine to support the neutral spine and bring your right leg up. The focus is keeping upper body soft and relaxed, strong abdominals drawn up and in. And as you exhale, you're going to tap your right toe down as your left leg comes up. And exhale, moving from your hips. So notice that I'm keeping the shape of my legs and I'm moving from the hip joint while stabilizing from the lower belly. So that exhale, tap belly to spine. Exhale, tap belly to spine. Exhale, tap belly to spine. So we're feeling that sense of strength and stability in the core and the pelvis to manage the load of the legs which are moving. So we exhale. If you have your hand on your belly, can you feel the belly pulling in versus pushing out? Belly pulling in versus pushing out. And one more time. Place your left foot down. Place your right foot down. Extend your left leg out. Bring your right leg towards you. Clasp your fingers together. Place your hands around your shin. Relax your shoulders as you draw your right knee towards your nose. Lengthen your left hip down towards the toes. So we're creating that nice tensional, oppositional tension in the body. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, curl your head and shoulders up as if you're going to kiss your knee. And then roll back down. Changing sides, extend your right leg out, opening and releasing through the front of hip and thigh. Hanging on, clasp your fingers, taking hold of the left shin. Relax your shoulders. You're reaching the left knee towards your shoulder and your right hip and thigh down towards the left toe. Take a breath in, chin nod forward. As you exhale, curl up as if you're going to kiss your knee, shoulders down and back, creating that opening through your hip as you breathe. And then bring it all the way down and stay. Take your feet wide, so bend your knees and take your feet wide. Even if they come off your mat, it's fine. Open your arms to a T and let your hips and knees just fall over to the left. While we're lengthening through the right side of the body, we're really focusing on that internal, external movement in the hips. And then come back to center. and rotate the other way. Focusing on the hips and allow your upper body to expand as a result of that. Bring it back to center with the breath and over to the other side. And again, come back to center as you breathe in and exhale. Just let the weight of your legs mobilize your hips. Coming back to center, bring your feet together. Take your hands, clasp your fingers together, interlock your hands and support your head. Think of your head and arms as one shape staying the same. And take a breath in, and as you exhale, just lift your upper body, holding that shape. Press your head gently into your hands so that we're activating the deep neck flexors. Drop your tail down towards the mat, and then lower back down. So we want to avoid pulling on the head. Instead, as we exhale, think more about your upper abdominals, pressing your lower ribs to the mat. Head presses into the hands, throat gently open, and then coming back down. 2 more times with the breath. Inhale. Tailbone towards the floor, pubic bone lengthening forward. So we're lifting from the upper abdomen, but keeping your pelvis neutral. Head gently into the hands so we know we're not pulling on the head, and lower back down. 1 more time with the breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, upper abdominals press lower ribs down. Breathing in. And exhale all the way down. And relax. Rolling onto your side, you can grab your pillow or use your arm under your head. Bottom knee is bent up, extend your top leg out. Now we want to stack your pelvis. So think of the top side of your pelvis reaching away as if you're trying to reach down your leg, your toes across the room, and then reach your top hand in front so your tips slightly forward. We want to be activating glute med. So the stacking of the pelvis keeps the obliques out of the work, and rolled slightly forward so you're more weighted on the bottom thigh than back in the hip. Helps to get your glute med in position so we can use gravity and the weight of our leg. Keep your foot relaxed for now and just lift and lower and lift and lower. So we're stacked and we're tipped slightly forward so that when your leg lifts, we don't want to shorten. When your pelvis is stacked, you can feel the space in the lower waist. So the range of your leg as you lift and lower is such that nothing changes between your ribs and pelvis. Your foot is heavy and relaxed as you lift. Exhale, inhale, lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. And we lift just using the side hip muscles. We say glute med, if you've got back tension, hip or knee or ankle issues, we need to work our glutes and our hips. So we lift and lower, paying attention each time. Pelvis is stacked, tip slightly forward, lift and lower. Nice work, looking good, and lift and lower. Let's just do 2 more. Using the breath, fueling your body, and lift and lower. Nice. Now take this leg, bring it in front, extend the bottom leg out. Now, with the arm forward, it's just to help you balance. Now we work inner thigh. We lift and lower. Head is heavy on your arm, shoulders are relaxed. A little bit of core activation just to create stability from where we move from. Breathing out, breathing in. Keeping your leg long as you lift it. So thinking not so much about the up, but the reaching out as you lift. The lengthening out as you lift. And lengthening out as you lift. Beautiful. Lengthening out as you lift. And out as you lift. And one more time. That's it. And then lower it back down. Coming onto your front, let your forehead come to the mat. Bring your arms by your side. Reach your arms long down by your side and press your palms into your thigh as you open your collarbone and just squeeze, hug the shoulder blades a little bit. Chin is a little bit lifted so your throat is open. Belly to spine, pubic bone to your mat. Your glutes are relaxed. Take a breath in. As you exhale, think about rolling a marble away from you with your nose as you lift just a little bit that you can reach your arms down. You don't want to take this into the low back. It's just upper thoracic. So keeping your belly engaged, keeping your pubic bone pressed into the mat. It's a small move. And then you lower back down and relax your shoulders forward. Open your collarbone, bring your shoulders back. Reach your arms down the side of your thigh. Press your hands in. This is more challenging than it looks. Activate your core, press your pubic bone to the mat. And then just think of the lengthening away, and that causes the lift. So rather than thinking up with the body, we're getting that lengthening, reaching arms down, reaching up in the opposite through the crown of your head. Take a breath in and exhale, lower down and relax everything forward. Open your chest, reach your fingers down the side of your thigh, belly to spine, pubic bone to mat as you lengthen forward. Legs are staying down on the mat, your glutes are relaxed. And lower back down, and everything relaxes. One more time. As you inhale, prepare collarbone, arms reach, belly to spine, pubic bone to mat. Now we're lengthening through the upper spine. Breath in and exhale to bring it down. Place your hands on the mat under your shoulders. Push yourself up and sit your hips back. Take a breath in and exhale. So let's do our hip work on the other side. You can roll over and face the other way, or you can do what I'm doing and just put your head on the other side of the mat. So line on your side. Knees are just bent up at 45 degrees. Take your top leg long and stack your pelvis so you can feel the lightness of your waist underneath. Let your foot be heavy. So our pelvis is stacked. We take our top arm forward so we're tipped slightly forward. And then as we breathe, we lift and lower. And each time, check that you're stacked through the pelvis, weighted more on the side of your thigh than your hip. Just indicate your tip slightly forward. Let your foot be heavy. Core engage, stack, and tilt as we check our position with every repetition. Notice if you're pushing your bottom thigh down into the mat. Keep this leg just resting on the mat. Use your abdominals instead and then lengthen. So even though your leg is going up and down, focus more on the leg reaching away, reaching out of your pelvis. And you breathe up and down. Excellent. And lift and lower. And we're looking to feel that all along the side, in the side of the glute, the bit down the side of the thigh. This muscle helps to stabilize your hips and pelvis and your knees. Even if you've had an ankle sprain, you would have been given some glute med stability exercises. So the hips are really important for the tracking and alignment of your hip, knee, and ankle. Let's do 2 more. Doesn't take much, does it? And one more time, and lift and down. Nice. Bringing your leg in front, extend the bottom leg out. Same thing, think of lengthening the leg as it lifts and down. Now I'm just keeping my foot relaxed and heavy. It's not wrong to flex it if you like that, or point it. Today I'm just choosing to keep it relaxed. And we lift and lower, and lift and lower. Focus again on lengthening as you lift from your bottom leg, and then lengthening as you lower. Being in your breath, inhale and exhale, and lift and lower. Beautiful. Strength and stability and mobility all work together. And 2 more times, lift and lift. Beautiful. And bring the leg down. Coming onto your front again, hands under your shoulders. Push yourself up. And we're just going to do a little bit of arms. And you can choose your position here. You can have your knees tucked in, easier, or take your legs a little further out, more challenging. What matters most as we bend our elbows and straighten them is that you're staying in a straight line through your torso. So notice that my head is staying in line with my spine. If your knees are tucked in, it's the same thing. The range is less important than maintaining your alignment. So we'll just do 4 more. Bend your elbows and straighten. Focus on shoulder blade stability and core stability. And bend. And just 2 more. Breathing in. And breathing out. Step back for child's pose. Let your shoulders relax. Head comes down. Breathe into your back and lateral ribs. Feel your rib cage expand out to the side, and exhale, draw belly to spine. And again, breathe in, let your ribs expand out. And exhale, belly to spine. Coming up onto your knees again, step your left foot forward. If you need a pad under your back knee, you can do that, or you can straighten your leg out. So knee can be down, or knee can be up. We can bend, and we can straighten. And bend, and straighten. One more time, bend down with the breath, and straighten. Now step the back leg forward, fingers down in front. Knees can have a bend, but pull your sternum forward, shoulder blades draw down. Roll your eyes up, looking into your third eye. Breath in, and now step your left leg back. Beautiful. And we can bend and extend. And bend and extend. And just 2 more to bend and extend, bend and extend. Now take your hands down, step your left foot back, press back onto your heels, downward dog. Shoulder blades draw down, belly to spine. Let your head relax between your arms. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees. Scoop through your belly. Slowly, slowly roll up to stand. Good. Now we'll just take the legs nice and wide, and we'll take a breath over to one side and coming back to center. And inhale over and back to center. Notice my knees are bent, legs are wide. Just do what feels good for your body in your range and how you hold. And one more time, over and bring it back to center. So we have a wide stance. Hips and knees and toes are slightly turned out. Hands can go on your hips and even into the crease of your hips, so that when we add a little squat, we're sticking our hips back and flexing. So we don't want to squat like this. We want to get the butt back. Press down into your feet and stand up. How deeply you go is based on what feels good in your body. What matters most is that we're hinging at the hips and keeping the spine engaged, the core engaged, keeping the length in the spine. So the range is less important than actually getting that joint movement of hips back, knees, then ankles, and rise up. If you're comfortable going down deep, you are welcome to go down deeper. But remember, the squat, that's it. The squats really start by getting into the hip motion. Hips back, knees press a little forward. The wider the stance, the easier you'll find it. If your knees tend to get a little tender or crackly, open the hips and legs a little bit more to create more space for your hips to move. More challenging is having a more narrow stance. So you can play with the position based on what feels good for you. And let's just do two more here. Sitting the hips back, press through your feet and stand. Sitting your hips back and press through your feet and stand. Now, bringing your feet into a parallel stance, getting that nice connection through the tummy, that sense of lifting up through your spine and rise up through your toes. Now, what's important here is that you're keeping pressure on the big toe ball and the baby toe ball at the same time. Yes, we need to rock forward to go up onto the toes, but I want you to really think about the lift from the core out through the crown of your head to rise up. So there's not a huge rock forward. Instead, there's that stability and lift from the belly through your spine. Now we want to feel that the heels are going up and down in a straight line, that the feet aren't rolling out as we go, that you're keeping that balanced pressure through the forefoot and using your toes to support your balance. Rise up and down. Beautiful. Two more times. Nice, steady breath. Lift and lower. And nice, steady breath. Lift and lower. Good. And then just shake your legs out. Beautiful. So we're going to go into a little rotation that incorporates the whole body. You can take your one arm up. I'm lifting my left arm. And as you take your arm back, turn through your hips and feet and eyes. Alternate arm up and allow your hips and feet. So you're rotating through the whole body. So it's not so much taking the arm back behind you, it's using your arm to direct that rotation, the whole spiraling through the torso, down through the hips, the knees, and the feet. Notice how my opposite heel is coming off the floor. Follow with your eyes. If it makes you dizzy, just keep your eyes forward. That's okay. And breathing in, rotating around, and breathing out. And just one more time with the breath, around and center. Take your legs wide on the mat. Toes are mostly pointed forward. A little turnout is okay. We're going to bend to one side, lengthening through your inner thigh. We come up and over to the other side. Notice how my hips are going back. This is what's causing that appearance of my torso pitching forward. I'm not dropping my chest forward, but instead I'm sitting my hips back. And the response of the torso is that. Lift through the belly, keeping that support. Take your opposite arm and reach long, coming back to center. Opposite arm reaches long. Now, as I come up, you want to use your glutes. So push down into your foot so you're accessing your glutes. We lengthen, press down into your foot, loaded leg and stand, and down and lengthen. Press into your loaded leg and stand, and we're lengthening. Press into the loaded leg, and one more time with the breath to reach out, and press into the loaded leg to stand. Awesome. Bringing your feet together, we're at the back of the mat. Take a breath in, arms lift. And as you exhale, we're going to roll all the way down, chin nod forward. Take your time, feeling the beautiful movement through your spine. Rolling down, hands come to the floor, bend your knees, and come back onto quadruped. On the hands and knees, thinking about that energy of lifting and lengthening through your spine, draw belly to spine. Imagine that there's a glass of cold water that's sitting on your sacrum, and you're in what we call neutral. So we've got a flat back, strong arms, strong abdominals. Keep the glass of water steady. Extend your left leg long behind you. Lift and lengthen, lengthen and strengthen. And then your option is to reach your right arm up into what we call pointed dog. Shoulders down, abdominals in through your breath. Keeping the glass of water steady. Slowly bring the arm and knee back in. Extend your right leg up. Lift and lengthen, getting nice connection from the left hip to the right shoulder. Take your left arm long. Push up through the arms. Breathe through the belly. Slowly return, flex at your hip so your pelvis doesn't have to shift. One more each side. Find that lift and lengthen through the core. Extend your left leg back, take your right arm long and breathe. As you return, let the joints move so your pelvis and spine stay still. Lift and lengthen, belly to spine, other leg, other arm. Breathe. Focus on what's staying still versus what's moving. And then bringing the arm and the leg back in. Beautiful. Coming onto your seat, straighten your legs out, taking your arms in front, flex through your belly. Lift up, sit tall. Take your arms out front, shoulders down, and flex slightly forward. Hold that position for a breath. And as you exhale, use your abdominals to roll down to the mat. If you need to bend your knees and use your hands behind your legs to support, totally fine. You're going to roll all the way down, arms up overhead. Inhale, arms start to lift, chest lifts. You're welcome to bend your knees and assist. And as you do a powerful exhale, belly to spine to come up. Use your arms behind your legs if you need it. Inhale, exhale, scoop and curl, rolling down through your spine. Arms reach overhead. Inhale, chest lift, shoulders down. Big exhale, belly to spine to come forward. Inhale, shoulders draw down, belly to spine. Exhale, deepening through the belly to spine. All the way down. Inhale. Exhale. And remain sitting tall. If it's not comfortable sitting with legs straight, you can cross your legs or you can prop yourself up on a pillow. Take your arms out to the side. Palms are down. We inhale, 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 exhale to center. 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 Bring the bottom of your feet together, hands on your ankles. Let your hips open. Pull against your ankles, shoulders down and back. And we'll go into something called breath of fire. And that's where we exhale powerfully through the nose. We take a little sip and it goes like this. And it's that exhale, 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 exhale. Every time you do that exhale, contract belly to spine. So here we go. And exhale. So it's an inhale, exhale, exhale, exhale. It goes like this. And every time you exhale, you're pumping belly to spine. And we'll do 10 more breaths like this. And now take a breath, arms lift. And exhale, fold forward. Roll gently up through your spine. Put some pressure of your hands against your legs. Open the collarbone. And into our breath of fire. Take a little breath in. And then here we go. Notice the breath is all happening down here. Five more. And one. Take a breath up. And exhale, folding forward. And rolling all the way up. Beautiful. Take your legs out front. Take your right leg, cross your foot over. Hug this leg and lift through your spine. So if it's the right leg that's up, you're pulling your right knee towards your left shoulder as you sit tall and rotate in the opposite direction. Shoulders down and back, breathe up and down through your spine. And exhale. Coming back to center, changing leg. Use the arms to help lift your torso up. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Rotate to your left. Breathe up and down your spine. And exhale. Coming back to center, we're going to come down and lie on our backs. You can have legs straight or knees bent, hands behind your legs. What matters is you're comfortable. Arms long by your side, palms are up. If it's better for you to have legs bent, that is fine. Just be comfortable. You're welcome to close your eyes, whatever feels good for you. We're going to finish with some central channel breathing to open up the flow of energy through our chakra system in our body. And just imagine as you inhale that you're breathing energy in from above your head into your belly. Let your belly fill with air. Let it feel good. And as you exhale, let the energy move down your legs, out your feet, and into the earth. Breathe in up through the feet into your belly. Shoulders are relaxed, ribs heavy, fully supported by the mat. And exhale out through the crown of your head. Inhale from above your head into your belly. And exhale. And one more time, breathing in up through the earth, into the feet, into your belly. And exhale out through the crown of your head. Bend your knees, bring them in towards you, one hand behind each thigh, and just circle your ankles, allowing your lower back to open and relax. Circle the other way. Staying with your breath. And just let your lower body just gently rock side to side. Just let it be heavy, like a massage for the low spine. Staying with your breath. And then bringing your feet back down into butterfly, allow your hips to open. You can have your arms on the mat, palms up. And again, just let your belly expand as you breathe in. And as you exhale, pull your navel towards your spine. This is our wisdom center, our sacral chakra. This is where our wisdom, our love, grandmotherly love. Breathe in, big belly expansion. Exhale, belly to spine, where we nurture ourselves and we nurture others. And one more time, breath in, let your belly expand, let it feel good. And this time as you exhale, just a big ah. Letting it all go. Allowing your body to be fully supported by the mat, the ground beneath you. Head is heavy, shoulders relaxed. Hips open and easy. And then gently just bring your knees together, rolling onto your side. Take a breath when you're there. And then gently up to a seated position. Beautiful. We'll complete by taking a breath in, arms come up overhead, palms touch. We exhale down into heart center. Your shoulders are down and back. Think of your shoulder blades, your angel wings, just hugging your heart from behind. You've done some beautiful work for your body in this hour. Grateful for our body that carries us through life. We care for it the way it cares for us. Take a breath in. Breathe in bigger than the body. Exhale energy out everywhere around you. And thank you for joining me